So break out your pencils and your piece of paper because now we're going to play a little trivia, but don't leave yet. Remember, we've got a special Valentine's song coming from Fred Boone to his wife, Jenny. So don't leave me. All right, so let's get the music going. There is our trivia music. And here comes our trivia. These are, again, by Paul Mulick. I want to thank Paul Mulick for submitting these for us all. And this week's topic is, oh, you're funny, you are. That sounds like something Barney would have said, doesn't it? All right, so here we go. We have got 5 questions tonight. 5 questions. We'll have 5 questions next week, too. All right, so here we go. Questions. These are, you're going to be completing the quote. These are all things that Barney said when he was mad at Andy. These are all things that Barney said when he was mad at Andy. A perfect score will be 5 points for this evening. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Question number 1. Fill in the blank. You ought to go on the radio and blank. You ought to go on the radio and blank. All right, you got to fill in the quote. Let's see how our chat rooms are doing. Our chat rooms are usually here. They're here on Monday nights, and they are going to be trying to answer these questions. Oh, my goodness. Cody already put it in. This is a long answer, by the way. Good job in our chat room. So if you'd like to be a part of our chat rooms, you can join us at live.2chairsnowaiting.com on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's when we record this, and you can try to answer these live. You can answer them right now when you're listening. All right, so let me read it one more time. I'll give you the answer. You ought to go on the radio and blank. Fill in the blank. The answer is you ought to go on the radio and be an all-night disc jockey. At least then I could turn you off. If you got it there close enough, if you got it, then I could turn you off or anything like that. I'll give it to you. That's it. At least then I could turn you off. You ought to be on the radio, and the answer is be an all-night disc jockey. At least then I could turn you off. There you go. There's the first answer. All right, question number 2. Again, remember, things Barney said when he was mad at Andy. Number 2, fill in the blank. You're just full of fun today. Why don't you go to the old people's home and... Okay. You're full of fun today. Why don't you go up to the old people's home and... Fill in the blank. What did he say? You're just full of fun today. Why don't you go up to the old people's home and... Oh, that's a good one, too. Some folks are getting it mixed up with a different quote that's very similar to this one. Okay, here comes the answer. All right, here's the answer. You're just full of fun today. Why don't you go up to the old people's home and wax the steps? That'll be funny, too. That'll be funny, too. It's not on there. But it seems like that's what he might have said. So basically the answer for the blank is wax the steps. Why don't you go up to old people's home and wax the steps? That was question 2.